Alright guys, this will be sort of a tutorial video, something I just had an idea. I'm going to try to put it to good use here. What you're looking at here is a Raspberry Pi Model 3, the newest one that just came out recently. And even though it doesn't get extremely hot, it bothers me that all it has is it comes with these two little heat sinks. So my solution was, I'm sure you guys have seen these. This is one of the heat sinks from the Xbox 360. I've got a whole box of old parts because I used to fix Xboxes. But I had the idea because this thing, if you look at it, it is just wide enough there and there to squeeze in here. All I got to do is cut this thing basically in half. I actually marked it right there. That's the cutting point. So basically in half, in theory, and it should be able to fit in here without blocking anything. If you guys could see, it's better. It's got a little bit of a lip or a rise on it, so it should be high enough to clear all the little pieces here and stuff. But I mean, I ran this thing all night last night, installing all the stuff I wanted on it, and ran for almost 24 hours, and it got pretty dang warm. It got to like 120 something degrees Fahrenheit, which is hotter than I prefer. So I had the crazy idea of hacking up one of these and putting some Arctic Silver thermal paste on there and trying her out. So I gotta go buy a hacksaw, and I'll get back to you guys whenever I get back. Alright guys, and I'm back. Basically I just went and bought this hacksaw at Menards up the road. It cost me 10 bucks. Came with a blade, but it had a more coarse blade, so I went ahead and bought these. These are 32 teeth, or 32T. Basically, the more teeth, the finer the cut, the less, the cleaner the cut it's going to make. When cutting the copper here, I want it to be pretty clean, so not a bunch of burrs, not a lot to clean up. So I went ahead and bought the 32T blade. So, oh, and also I didn't explain this, but these parts here, all they do is they unscrew. Just 4 screws. I actually lost one of them. I fell on the floor, but you just unscrew those and you should be good to go. So yeah, I'll see you guys after I get done cutting this. I figure I'll give a little bit of an update. All I did was I went in from the top there, cut down through that little piece of copper pipe. The aluminum's real soft, so this cuts like it's nothing, but the thick copper plate on the bottom takes a little bit of effort, so just be patient and keep at it. Alright guys, and there we have it. It's cut in half. This is going to be the piece that I discard, or you never know, I could use it for a future project, something else. I like this one because it has the pipe. I think if you look, that side is plugged off. Whether it matters or not, probably, but I'm probably gonna go ahead, I don't know, I might leave it open, see how it performs, and then possibly put a little solder in there, plug it up, see what happens. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and get a file and just rub this to where it's even. Looks nice. So I'll see you guys when I get done with that. Alright, here we are with the finished product. Nice and smooth. It looks a little scratched up, but that's just because of the hacksaw. But trust me, it's smooth. I use this little file I got here. Yeah, I'm going to clean this thing up with some rubbing alcohol and try fitting her to this. Gotta say real quick, if you guys did use these little heat sinks and put them on there initially, which most of you probably did, that stuff is super sticky. But that was a pain to get off there. I was trying to be careful, but I'm going to go ahead and get a Q-tip and clean that off as well. Even though that wasn't thermal compound, it was just, I don't know what that is, sticky stuff. But I'll clean it, make sure it's nice and clean. And yeah. Alright. I know I mentioned it earlier, but this is the thermal compound I used. It's Arctic Silver 5. I buy it at Radio Shack, but you can get it online. It's not the cheapest stuff, but like they say, a little bit will go a long way. So this little tube should last you guys a long time. But I'm gonna go clean this up, and when you come back here, you guys will see me fitting that to the board. Make sure you guys clean these heat sinks pretty good, because I mean, it looked clean from the beginning, but I just wiped it off and you could see that's all that came off of it. So definitely good to always clean it. Alright guys, it's not on there, I just set it down there, but as you can see, if you go all the way around, it's on there. I cut it just big enough, but it's just wide enough to squeeze in between these little cracks here. But what I'm going to do is, on each side of this, I'm going to put a little bit of plastic or something, probably not plastic, something a little bit more heat resistant, just so it doesn't have a chance of shorting out on anything. But it's going to be hard to get it. You can see, yeah, hang on. You can see the little gap there. It sits high enough to where it does not hit anything. So that's good. But basically that's what it's going to look like. I'm going to keep this plastic piece on the bottom because I bought the kit that comes with the case. Obviously I can't use this anymore because, yeah, that would look dumb. So eventually I'm going to run some screws, some long screws up here, and make my own top and just screw it on there like that. And the sides will be open obviously for airflow. But I'm going to put some thermal compound on here, put some shims in between these, and that'll be that. I'll be back and hopefully I'll be able to show you guys some performance. Alright, there we go. Got a little bit of the Arctic Silver 5 on there. That's probably more than enough. What I decided to do is what I got offhand right now is just a little bit pieces of plastic. This doesn't get extremely hot, so that should be alright. But basically a small piece is going to line right here. It's going to go in between the HDMI port. This longer piece is going to go in between the GPIO right here, just so it doesn't short nothing out. Has no chance of touching it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on here, put those pieces of plastic in, show you the final results. Alright, here we go guys. It's sitting on there pretty. You can see the piece of plastic there. You can see it there. You can probably see it a little bit better now. How the little gap there makes it to where it doesn't touch nothing. But let's go ahead and fire this thing up. I'm going to run it for a little bit, get this thing warm, and see what it gets up to, and I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, we're back, got it all hooked up. I'm not using Ethernet just because it has built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, so might as well utilize it, even though my router is right there. There's less wires, as you can see. This is my regular computer desk. But before I go any further, I should also mention I set this up as a Kodi media center. It's running, you can see Kodi, because I drive a semi, and in my semi I keep my laptop for watching movies and stuff, and since that's all I use it for, I decided I would make this specifically for watching movies, and that's it. I don't need anything else, so might as well bring my laptop home and use it for other things. But anyway, so I'm not going to be able to write programs as you have probably seen in other ones. You could probably see here all it's used for is pictures, videos, music. I can go into programs and stuff, but yeah. But basically, under videos, add-ons, I've got YouTube. Last time I ran YouTube, this thing, I ran it for a couple hours, this thing got real hot. That's when it got to like 125. So I'm gonna watch some YouTube for a little while. I'll get back to you guys. And also, got my fan running right now. I'm gonna shut that off for the test just to make it fair. I only have it on now because I'm warm. So yeah, I'll see you guys here in probably about an hour. Alright guys, as you can see there, CPU temperature at 93 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm sorry, I don't have a Celsius conversion because I'm American. But this is pretty much idle. I haven't done anything because my friend had a car emergency and I had to go help. So this is just sitting here at 93 degrees. I'll show you real quick. I don't want to take it off for too long, but the problem I'm running into is I don't think this is perfectly level because I put the thermal paste on here. I'll show you real quick. And that's all the area that it's covering right there. You can see. And I don't want it, I need it to cover more than that. Alright guys, don't do this while it's running. I'll say that right now. Or I stopped the video because the thing shut down because the temperature got too hot. So that's good. It's got an automatic shut off, whatever the temperature might be, but I just turned it back on. It's still at 102 degrees, so do not take the heatsink off because it will get too hot. So if you're going to do that, shut it off first. But anyway, learn from your mistakes, right? So what I'm going to do is on this one right here, I'm going to try to file the middle down and see if I can get it flat perfectly. It's going to be hard to get it by eye, but yeah. Alright, I don't know if my camera will be able to pick this up, but you can see the outside. I've been filing it with this real fine file. The outside is where it's been filing, and the inside, because I was holding it flat, so it's dipped down in the middle. So I'm going to file it to where it's rough, like this, all the way across. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but hopefully you can. So I'm going to file it for a little bit until it's perfectly level. Get back to you guys. Alright, again, I hope you guys could see it, but it's rubbed perfectly all the way across, so I'm pretty happy with that. But I'm still going to go over this with something real fine, because that file, it'll leave scratches. I want a perfectly level surface, so I don't know, I'll figure something out. Some real fine grit sandpaper maybe. So I'll get back to you guys here in a few. Alright guys, I'm going to say this will probably conclude the video. I got the heatsink all leveled out. I filed it for quite a while, and as you're seeing, this is about an hour of watching movies, sitting steady at about 91 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a 30-degree drop, which I'm very happy with. I don't feel any heat on this at all. It's cold. So it's dissipating the heat pretty dang well. Yeah. I don't have the... Actually, you know what? It just dropped. Just dropped to 88 degrees. So it's cooling down even more. That I literally just stopped watching movies, immediately went to this and started filming, so it's only going to get cooler. 91 was about the hottest it got. So I certainly recommend this. These ones are terrible. You can see size comparison. I mean, eventually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some, I don't know, 3-inch long screws, and I'm gonna just probably put a flat piece of plastic on top here, screw it on, and just have a case, sort of a case, and I'll go with that. But for now, I'll just show you guys this. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. Comment if you guys would like to try. I'm sure you could buy these online for cheap. I just happen to have a box of old parts. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.